All right. How's it going, you guys? Welcome back, and this is the final episode of the Book of Boba Fett, season one. This is the last episode recap, and unfortunately, it's not going to be a very positive sort of recap right here. I'll be really honest. That finale was very underwhelming, and it kind of sucked. Well, not sucked. Underwhelming is, I think, is a really good word for that. So you're probably all wondering, Spidey, why didn't you not like the Book of Boba Fett finale, or what were your sort of problems with the Book of Boba Fett? And really, my main issues with the finale are really with the whole series in general. This show really does not really, and this is something that a lot of people have said, and this is something that I really, this is something that I just really had a problem with, really, with the show, was that this show really never picked what it wanted to be. It never really wanted to be anything. At one end, we have a Boba Fett story with the Tusken Raiders, and then we have this other story, which was probably the worst part of this whole show, which was the whole Boba trying, to take over Jabba the Hutt's criminal empire, taking over Tatooine, it's Lord Fett and all this sort of crap. When really, it just wasn't really that great at all. And by the way, by the way, this is also a series review as well. Because now that the finale has come out, I now have my full sayings on this show. And I'll be really damn honest, the finale kind of kicked down this show a little bit of notches for me. Just saying, but yeah, on one hand you have a Boba Fett show, then we have a Mando, and then we have basically two episodes of the Mandalorian, basically, and all that sort of stuff, and I just don't get it. I don't really get it, and especially it was bad that in this episode just felt really underwhelming. Now, it's not because I don't want to say it's because I was expecting this certain character to show up, and all that sort of stuff. We have Cad Bane, there and all that sort of stuff. That was the big reveal of this whole series. That was, the big reveal and all that sort of stuff. But really, when it came down to everything else in this whole entire, show, really to the final, like, not only that, but I don't know, just like, and also, and also, of course, in this episode, in the final freaking episode, Boba finally actually, fights, or he actually, kind of, goes all out, and I'll be really damn honest, like, him and Mando fighting together, that was really damn cool, and, some of the action scenes some of them were good, but for the most part, the action was just not engaging at all for me, and also, the biggest really sin for me was really what they just really did with Cad Bane. But I'm sorry, but they just wasted Cad Bane in this show. They really wasted him in this show. Holy shit. They wasted him in Bad Batch, and they wasted him in the Book of Boba Fett. Just like, what the hell is the whole problem? And sorry I'm looking down here, but I got some figures here that I don't want to knock over. And the AirPods are also here as well. But as I said before, what was really Cad Bane? What was his whole purpose in this show? He shows up, and after one full week of people bashing of how he looks, which, by the way, he's 70 years old. Of course he's gonna age. It's not like a whole Bo-Katan deal. Honestly, at this age, I don't really question it really what Star Wars. I just really don't. Just characters, some age, some don't. Like, and all that sort of stuff. Though there are some explanations, like how, how Obi-Wan goes from Ewan McGregor to Alec Guinness, and all that sort of stuff. There's a really good reason because of the radiation, because of the heat, or from the two twin suns on Tatooine, basically made him age a little bit more faster and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going off on a tangent here. But yeah, and they just killed Cad Bane off just like that. And like, what was the whole purpose? I was just like, unless he's not dead and all that sort of stuff, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, dude. I just do not care, dude. It's bad enough that we still haven't been yet shown freaking Cad Bane, how he survived, or we're still not shown that show. We are still not. They still haven't given us that showdown from that unfinished Clone Wars episode. The Boba Fett arc in the Clone Wars. So that's just something else that's just like that just irks me. And also, like I said before, the action scenes were just really not engaging, like, at all. And one thing I will give them credit, at least they were fighting another threat other than just stormtroopers. Because I was really getting tired of sort of them fighting stormtroopers and all that sort of stuff. And, I mean, I don't know. But then again, it's just like, hold on a minute. They just replaced the foot soldier, so what would it matter? And I don't know, and then the Pikes just give up. Like, what was the whole? See, this is just really what just irks me so much. It's just that, yay, we're here to win and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I'm just, damn. I haven't really been this upset more at a series. The last time I got really damn upset or I was really pissed off, I think, was with the Bad Batch. But then going into the Book of Boba Fett, I was thinking, they can't do this, screw this up, right? And I guess that also maybe goes into another reason as to why did this show really felt like the way it was? Why did it feel lame? All that sort of stuff. And I've been seeing that a lot of the criticism has been pointed towards. Now, I just want to say this. John and Dave, they're really creative people. But we also just got to just admit this, that sometimes creative people just, and they always, makes mistakes. Just look at George Lucas, for that matter. Damn, how many mistakes has he made? Well, shit, a lot. A lot, for that matter. But the main point I'm really trying to get across here is that I'm not really just trying to say that, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm turning on John and Dave, but no, John and Dave, they did a lot of good stuff with this show. Like I said before, I really loved, episode 5 and 6. Though really when thinking about that, those episodes, and I don't remember who also did the second episode, who directed the second episode. But the point here I'm trying to get across here is I haven't mentioned one person, and I would kind of have to agree, but Robert Rodriguez was brought onto the show as a producer, and the episodes he directed were the worst ones. Now, the only one that wasn't bad, or that wasn't really bad, and honestly I thought I enjoyed, was the first episode. I really liked that one a lot. Though then again, maybe if they didn't have the whole Tusken thing, it probably would have been an average sort of episode. But then in episode 2, or episode 3, which, of course, I ranted while I was sick, and this one, it just kind of shows, does Robert really have this experience as doing A+ sort of material? We gotta remember, this guy did Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And I know he did Battle Angel and all that sort of stuff, but come on, this guy, hey, I don't know, just Robert Rodriguez really messed the ball with this one, and I felt like that damn, maybe that, I don't know what really could have been done. But if you ask me, one of the biggest things I would have changed about this show would have been, you have to pick one storyline and just stick to it, okay? You can have Mando come into the show to help out Boba. That was something that I like about the show. But just stick to one storyline. And also, here's just something else about the marketing, too, about the show, too, which was pretty bad. I think so. But I'm just saying this. They should have revealed that Cad Bane was going to show up in this show. Not only that it'll get a lot of people in, but also Cad Bane should have been the main villain of this whole entire series. And it also would have been interesting to see if he would have worked for someone higher. You know, and all that sort of stuff. And if you know you're a little bit of the new canon, you know Crimson Dawn has been making a return. We all thought Kira was gonna show up with Crimson Dawn if you read maybe the War of the Bounty Hunters, but I'm not gonna get into comics and all that sort of stuff. Maybe I'll do maybe some Star Wars comic reviews. Honestly, that's something that I actually may want to do, since I have a lot to say about the Darth Vader comics and stuff like that. And War of the Bounty Hunters I do want to talk about as well. So, honestly, the show really did not really know what it wanted to be. And to just end this off, I just want to say that I still love that. This doesn't mean that now I hate Boba Fett or anything like that. And honestly, this was just a real treat to see Tamara Morrison finally, play Boba Fett. And, maybe he wasn't maybe given the greatest stuff. He still did a good job, I think. And all the actors did a good job as well. The only one they didn't really give much to was Fennec, but I don't know, that's neither here. I don't know. So, that's all I have to say about Star Wars, The Book of Boba Fett. Overall as a series, it's okay. It's good, but it's very kind of mid. First episode, good. Second, great. The third one, I hated. The fourth one, pretty good. And all things considered. 5 and 6, I loved. 7, underwhelming as hell. And here's also something else that I just have to say also too. Is this show going to get a second season? Because honestly, if they do, they just have to pull something really big. And do something really big with a second season. Like just get rid of all this, Boba wanting to be a crime lord now. I don't know. Hey, give Sam Jackson a call. Maybe we should have maybe a little rematch between Boba or Mace Windu. There you go. A lot of people want it. I don't care if it breaks canon or not. Honestly, canon has been broken since forever. So, that's all I just gotta say, guys. And also, by the way, the Kenobi series is, now, even though I didn't really like this show that much, I'm still really excited for all the new Star Wars content. All out there. And if you're wondering what will be the next video to be, who knows? So, with that being said in mind, I will see you all in the next video.